then, it's Great-Grandpa Rich.
Oh, I remember him. He was crazy.
Remember when he explored China, all those stories, and he went native. And then suddenly, after 20 years or so, he came right back. A year of the rabbit, that was. And then he never spoke about his time in the Orient, no. Except to say that there was a rabbit in the moon. I think there's
It wouldn't surprise me.
Every precious minute of their 2.5 hours on the surface was programmed. Rock and soil samples were to be collected, photographs taken, experiments set up to catch unfiltered particles from the sun, to record moonquakes, to measure precisely by laser beam reflection the exact distance between moon and Earth.
The story of the legend of the sign of the rabbit in the moon. I used to believe the reason I was put on this earth was to learn how to love, and maybe one day make some more people who could then themselves learn how to love. And maybe one day, me and all of them could band together to make this world a better place. That seems pretty regular. But it turns out, after all, that I was put on this exact earth to tell you all about how the moon has a rabbit in it. There are reasons why we nod our heads in assent when we hear from time to time on our transistor radios, or on NPR, or on the NPR that's on our transistor radios, references to the rabbit in the moon. There are reasons why we take a deep breath in whenever we notice the bunny on the glowing surface of the moon that we only imagine is really there. Whenever we see Michelangelo's famous painting, The Creation of Bunny Rabbit, on the ceiling of the French Louvre Art Museum Gallery Place. There are deep cultural references that have cultures inside of them, that both buttress and back up this magic notion, this final intuition, this fluffy, sooty, stone-in-the-gut feeling that there is something lagomorphic, something rather particularly leporine, something goddamned rabbity going on up there on the moon. There are cultures in this world that speak of sacrifice and fire, of a bunny rabbit that offered his life to a tired and hungry Quetzalcoatl, and how the god in his gratitude blazed the bunny's silhouette into the spotlit seashell cheeks of Sister Moon forever. There are cultures in this world that speak of the bright morning a god revealed himself to a virtuous rabbit and scorched the rabbit's likeness into the pearly skin of heaven's dish for all of eternity's people to see. And what we all say we know about the rabbit in the moon, we now know very silently, in the backs of our ancestral minds, from countless other stories, the multicolored stratum of truths seen in the cross-sectional cake slice of humanity's wildly diverse tribes. And while some people call myths what other people refer to as faiths, these are all in reality simply the pre-taught elementary school lessons that all of our DNAs learned 5 minutes before we came up with language. There is an ancient, prehistoric legend which speaks, using its legend voice, to all of us here present-day people about the story of an astronaut who once set foot on the moon and talked in detail about the dirt. This legend teaches us in its bow-tied, teacherly way how the tantric, gelatin wise men of the Paleolithic 1960s and 70s discovered that this mischievous astronaut was really just covering up a mound of silvery rabbit pellets because he knew he was on television. All of which of this leads all of the every people to a question shaped like a puzzle that everybody who was ever born, even a baby who needs help being lifted out of his own stroller, if they ever wish to achieve tranquility, has to ask themselves, of what consequence is it that scientists have discovered a very long way time ago that an intergalactic rabbit approximately 5,687 kilometers in size and in volume, once sunbathed on the moon, and then abruptly left the place, with no one but the moon's lack of atmosphere left to not sweep the beach of the moon smooth again? The answer is that such a discovery has no real consequence. Not to real people it doesn't. Because scientists discovered long ago that they are inferior to shamans and other forms of spiritual people.